an historic night. It's going to get even more historic right here coming into the ring. That is Tsunami. She has wrestled all over America, all over pretty much everywhere. She is the current Spartan heavyweight women's champion down at Spartan Wrestling. She's wrestled for 901 Wrestling in Alaska. She's wrestled in Mexico. She truly is one of the top prodigies here in the Southeast District for women's wrestling. Tsunami is nothing to be, she is, do not sleep on Tsunami is what I'm trying to get at here. And her opponent, we have not seen her in quite some time either. For the first time since 2020, Fantasy has made her return to the Rocket City Arena. Last time we saw Fantasy was in 2020. She has been the Rocket City World's Women's Championship champion, She has been here for a very, very long time. The ace of the Rocket City Women's Division, and we are reintroducing the Women's Division here in Rocket City, starting tonight. I am very excited to see some women's action here tonight. But she's going to go in there with one of the most accomplished women's wrestlers of today, Tsunami. As we'll take it to Trey for our introductions for this women's match.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, and on far to my left, hailing from the underground, this is Tsunami! And her opponent, the Rocket City Women's World Champions, every woman wonder, every man's dream, your referee, behave yourself, is Kevin.
We are re-establishing the women's division as the Rocket City Women's Championship will be on the line here tonight. Tsunami, Fantasy, who's going to walk out as the new and improved Rocket City Women's Champion? Bell rings and we are underway. Fantasy has been all over the southeastern region, starting off with a strong Carbonella. I think the strength advantage would have to go to Tsunami, because Tsunami has a lot of power and a lot of grit behind her. Like I said before, the current Spartan Pro Wrestling Women's Champion down there. Kind of a huge match if we look at it from the bigger picture. This is the Rocket City Women's Champion taking on the Spartan Women's Champion. And I'm sure if Fantasy wins this contest, she could be in line for a Spartan Women's Championship match as well. Looks like Tsunami tried to get a handful of hair here, and Fantasy tried to let the referee know. Trey Franklin, can you tell me a little bit more about Fantasy and the history of her in Rocket City?
So Fantasy started wrestling here about 6. So right around the time that Sami Franklin came about, I actually managed her to the Women's World title 3 separate occasions. She's been in there with Cassandra Gold. What's her name? The female referee from WWE. Not Jessica Carter, the other one. She had a different. But when she was on the division, she wrestled everybody here. She was the face of our women's division for a very, very long time.
Still is. She's still good.
Well, she had taken some time out, but she was technically speaking the longest reigning champion in Rocket City, because she's had this belt for about 4 years.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tsunami with the strong side headlock takeover here. Oh, look at this though, Fantasy getting her in a strong leg lock.
Tsunami's been here before, but under a different incarnation.
Yes.
She's a different version of this. This is the version that's kind of taking the area by storm, pun not intended.
Oh yeah, definitely she's taking it by storm. Like I said, I mean, pretty sure she won the Deep South Wrestling Awards for Women's Wrestler of the Year. Another strong
You and I both were over at Spartan Championship Wrestling last Saturday. We saw her competing there as well. Like,
yes.
she was traveling all throughout the Southeast, really kind of remaking a name for herself.
Absolutely. She's trying to make herself very, very decorated. Trying to collect as many championships as she can. Almost, I'm not sure if she was biting the nose of Fantasy here.
But this is a new version of Fantasy as well. She's gone through a lot of personal stuff the last few years. She's getting back to what her real passion and love is of professional wrestling. And not just she was shaking hands with people. This is the Fantasy that basically used to spit in the face of people. So she's turned over a new leaf.
Turned over a new leaf, yeah. Almost like Jimmy Cicero did with his son.
But here's the other thing. I will say this. She has not forgotten her wicked ways.
Oh, no, not at all. And we're going to see if her wicked ways is going to go to the twisted mind of Tsunami here. Both of these women, it seems pretty evenly balanced ever since the opening bell. Tsunami off the ropes, Fantasy.
Tsunami has the youth and the size a little bit, maybe the power advantage here. Fantasy with the experience and the quickness, and you see it for those kicks right there.
Big knee to the face. Tsunami down on one knee. Big bulldog by Fantasy. Will that be enough to put away Tsunami? I could not be happier. This is a historic show, the 9th anniversary of Rocket City. Bringing back the women's division is Rocket City. I could not be more excited.
And we saw Bradley Kate.
Oh, look at this. Oh, almost a cat fight coming out here by Tsunami.
I'm very proud of you not going straight Joey Styles and yelling out.
No, not at all. Not only does Mel right onto the arm. I see now.
That may seem your official Kevin Craig. He was shaking his arm.
Fantasy is screaming out in complete agony here.
Well, I can dislocate an elbow very quickly.
Oh, yes, for sure. When you have somebody's kneecap driving right onto the elbow of another opponent, I mean, that can do.
Trying to think of the fancy word.
I was. I could not come up with it. I could only do so much. The crowd here is split. They're not sure.
The long-term Rocket
Oh, she's just biting her. She's biting her.
The long-term Rocket City fans, remember Fantasy being so hated and reviled, I think they're having a hard time cheering for it, and they don't know Tsunami well enough to make a decision yet.
She just bit her. She bit her arm. What good, well-thinking
She's
person?
underground. She may have rabies.
Whoa. I'm not so sure about that.
Or COVID.
She's just going to town on that arm right
Near
now.
the Wuhan province?
No, the underground is under the Newground province.
Oh, okay.
Considering it is underground.
Okay.
She's just relentlessly pulling on that arm of Fantasy here.
I heard it was around the corner from Hot Top.
Maybe Zoomies.
Well, she
has
she
not.
likes the weight.
She has not taken her eyes off of her arm ever since stomping on it
She's wrestling a very smart match. She's picking a body part,
and
wearing it
sticking
out.
with it. Yes.
Yeah. It's like she's been studying like Anderson tape, like Mark and Brock and CW and Ole and Gene and Bob.
Now she's going to town right onto the earlobe of Fantasy. Tsunami has been very ruthless in this contest.
And very
she's just-
impressive in her Rocket City remake.
Absolutely. You can tell she's been around the... Oh, come on! Oh, she's trying to pull the arm out of the socket. She's trying to separate the shoulder and the arm here. Tsunami is just... She's one of the most vicious people I've ever seen in Rocket City thus far. I've seen quite a bit. Not as much as you have, but... And she's just... I mean, we might have to get a doctor to come out here
I've
to
never
protect
seen
the Fantasy.
Fantasy this woman handled in all the years of watching Fantasy in ring. I've just never seen anybody kind of dominate her this way. Usually Fantasy is the ultra aggressor because she's usually undersized, so she has to usually take the attack to her opponents.
I mean, best case scenario, she's going to be extremely short. Worst case scenario, she could have a broken arm here. Tsunami.
Upside down.
Upside down, tree of woe position is Tsunami. Now she's going to try to, she's going to try to pull it right out of the shoulder.
She's trying to yank a limb out from the tree of woe.
The referee needs to get in there. Someone can get seriously. Oh my God! Double drop kick to the stomach of Fantasy. Tsunami did not come here to play. Cover. Oh, and a kick out by Fantasy.
He wants a chance at this goal.
Absolutely does.
She's on this little tidal wave of gold collecting.
Absolutely. I mean, she's just been taking it to her ever since the opening bell. Fantasy is, she's fighting from underneath here. I mean, we talk about her. I have not seen any of her previous matches, but to me, it's kind of hard to believe that she could be so evil, that she could be so hated by the Rocket City faithful.
Well, like I said, like she's had a couple of traumatic things happen in her life.
God!
Dear Lord!
Tsunami is ruthless right now. She does not care about the well-being of Fantasy. She came here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to walk out the Rocket City Women's Champion.
She may have just come here to destroy Fantasy.
She may have. Fantasy needs to watch her hand movements. The referee might mistake that for a tap out. And by this point, it would not be hard to, oh my God, right on the jaw! Tsunami might be one of the most ruthless wrestlers, man or female, I've ever seen. Here's the cover.
I've seen Tsunami. Like, this is a completely different wrestler than I saw you.
I mean, she kicked her right in her chin, not to mention the arm work she's been doing this entire contest. Fantasy is really going to have to pull some miracle to get back into this.
Look, once again, I've known Fantasy for a very, very long time.
Oh, look at this! Schoolboy cover here! Oh, man, that could have been it. Stomping right to the back again. Wow. I mean, that may have been adrenaline kicking in. I don't know if that was just... That may have just been forced to habit by Fantasy. I don't know what she has left.
She saw an opportunity, even though she knew she was in a weakened state. She's able to capitalize on that moment. Now it's just a question of, like, once again, how smart was Tsunami right there? She put the chin lock on, closer up, brought her back to the center of the ring.
Absolutely. Those ropes can be your best friend, and they can also be your worst enemy. They could be there for you, but they are also there for your opponent. She's a ragdoller right now. Oh, Fantasy is just... She's getting her tail whooped right now. She's
getting ragdolled.
Tsunami's got to be sick in the head. I mean, she takes pleasure in bodying her opponents like she is with Fantasy right now.
I mean, look at that. She's just trying to choke her life out of her.
That is a wild woman, let me tell you. No wonder she is the Spartan Women's Champion down in Spartan. I mean, at this rate, I don't know who can beat her right now, but Fantasy has been... She's not the longest reigning women's champion for nothing, fans. So we're going to see if she can somehow try to come back here. Big elbows in the midsection. Going for a clothesline. Not enough to take Tsunami down. She's using her good arm. Going for another one here. Look at this, though. Tilt for girl. Taking Tsunami down. Fantasy trying to come back. Covered. On Tsunami. Kick out.
Didn't think that'd be enough. I mean, that was really the first major offense Fantasy's had this match.
Just shot Tsunami into a 3 count. I didn't think that was going to be enough.
Seems to me that could have been the last-ditch effort that Fantasy had of coming back into this contest. Tsunami still almost fresh. Big shot to the chest there. Big snap there. And a kick to the back. Now the ruthlessness is coming back to bite Tsunami in the behind. Very innovative. Oh, look at this cover here. Very innovative. Submission, yes.
Tsunami just up with a right hand.
Clopping her right in her grill. That arm has got to be causing an unbearable pain.
Almost knocked Fantasy into dream.
Head first into the top turnbuckle again. Goes Tsunami. Big chop to the chest. Tsunami is vicious, man. She's completely out of control here. Taking her up. Coming in for another one.
Sometimes you hear a slap and it sounds really crisp and you know that stings. You hear a thud, that is like straight.
You're feeling that deep in your stomach, yes. Look at this, no fantasy. Could be looking suplex. Tsunami with a roll up here. Ref, you need to get in position.
He was distracted.
Tsunami arguing with the referee, trying to almost looking at trying to scare him here. Look at this schoolboy cover by fantasy. Here's the cover. Oh, she's got it! I cannot believe this fantasy still alive for the champion. Good to see the in-ring IQ has gotten her the victory in this contest. Tsunami has got to be furious.